My life was just very exciting as a firefighter. I was the firehouse cook. I also drove the fire engine. I was the engineer. I was pretty much a gung-ho firefighter. I mean, I even loved cleaning the fire engine. I kept it so polished and clean that the guys on the other shifts would be jealous. My life was just wonderful. It was this spectacular feeling being able to go on calls and helping people in time of need. I was awarded the California State Fireman's Medal of Valor. I had rescued some firefighters when a building collapsed on top of them. I didn't have time to put on my breathing apparatus, and that fire that I rescued those guys from caused me to my first cancer, what was called high-grade sarcoma. The world that I once knew of heroics, jumping on that fire engine when that alarm sounded, turned upside down, and my world was filled with uncertainty, fear. I didn't know what was going to happen. Before I was diagnosed, I had met Peggy, my wife. I just thanked Peggy a lot because I was dying, and she was out there at the USC Blood Donor Center wearing my full firefighter gear, trying to bring attention so I can get blood. And all the news stations were there. They captured her story, and they found 2 units of blood. You know, I don't think I would have made it without her help.
When I do the competitions, I represent Lorenzo, who's no longer able to do it. And it sends a message out that the protective gear they wear in their duties doesn't always protect them from the toxins that cause cancer. Many people assume that firefighters are well taken care of when they come down with cancer, and I was one of them until I met Lorenzo and witnessed firsthand what he went through when he was diagnosed with cancer. There's many volunteers across the country that aren't covered by insurance. 70% of the nation's firefighters are volunteer. And even the paid firefighters don't always get the support they need.
The way we came up with Code 3 for a Cure is I looked up at my wife, and I was on the hospital bed, and looked up at her, and I said, one day I'm going to drive a fire engine across America. I'm going to honor and remember firefighters that died of cancer, and I'm going to carry a memorial bell with me, carrying it to collect names of firefighters that died of cancer, and I'm going to do a ceremony to honor and remember them for paving the way for better equipment, procedures that firefighters use today, including my son, who is a firefighter.
Code 3 for Cure is made up of a team of cancer survivors that drive across the country in the Code 3 fire engine, visit different fire departments, talk to the guys, and they share their stories with fellow firefighters across the nation. And so we're raising that awareness, bringing attention.
Code 3 is there to bring awareness to firefighters to get those early cancer screenings. It's important that firefighters heed those warning signs, not to ignore it.
We also help financially. There's no national federal regulations that cover cancer and firefighting. They don't consistently get the help they need when they're battling cancer.
I've had many surgeries and all kinds of surgical procedures. They're all related to my firefighting career, and I'm just glad that every time I woke up from surgery, my wife Peggy was there. I always knew that once I saw her smile that everything was going to be okay.
Lorenzo and I do everything together. We like to swim. We watch movies together. We call it movie night at the Abundiz place. We work a lot on Code 3 for a Cure Foundation and growing the foundation.
Peggy, my wife, who is the co-founder, is always on the phone, always on emails, answering these calls from firefighters that are scared.
There's many stories of firefighters that are struggling with their cancer, either by they're affording the fuel costs to get to and from their treatment. They're struggling to still support their families while they're having to pay for all this. They're struggling to keep their homes. That just shouldn't happen.
In all emergency fields, the highest level of response is Code 3. To get to an emergency as fast as you can using your lights and siren. We attach that to the foundation's Code 3 for a Cure.
We may not be able to find a cure right at this immediate moment. That's the ultimate goal. But in the meantime, The best cure is to help those who are afflicted with it and who are suffering with it. There's a lot of ways that people can support Code 3 for a Cure. They can donate, they can sell through eBay, they can purchase through Amazon and help our cause. You can help make a difference by showing your support for those who put their lives on the line every day for people like us.